Okay, so I'm on the mountain. Find out how I got there in my last video. And the wind is beginning to move now. As I said, God is here. He's ahead of me and he's asking me to follow him. So today, for a very long time since I've done this, I'm following God's Spirit. Like God. Usually I follow the Holy Spirit, or the Lord leads me, or the wind leads me, or the angels lead me. But as you can see, the way the wind is moving here, this wind was not manifesting just moments ago. So today, God is taking over. And I don't have a tongue fast enough to even catch up to him, but I am in God right now. It's not a bragging thing, it's just a intuition thing. I can intuitively, and I can show myself to you, so let me not show you me. I can intuitively tell you that God is here. God is here. Samar Devandra. Sare, I need to get rid of there's a spirit in India that I'm sensing, and it's a godlike spirit. It's massive. All I'm hearing in the background is lightnings and thunders. Lightnings and thunders. Sarhera. And I don't have a tongue nearly quick enough. So as you can see, somebody has come here and left these fruits here. Woo! Which means they are feeding something. Those are fruits for a god. So when I say that there are gods up here, there are signs that people come to worship a god or gods. Most likely multiple here. Which makes sense why God himself would appear in an area like this, so that he can show me and show you that he's a God above all gods, that there is no one like him, there is none that are above him, and nobody will take his place. That is why he is manifesting here. Sarberai Yang Kwargarhare Girea. Again, strangely enough, I don't have tongues. Sambredora. Quick enough to catch up with him, so I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Fareno. So he has to quicken me. I'm going to stand on this mountain. God says, stand there. I'm going to anoint you. So I'm going to put out my hand, my holy hands. I'm going to be submissive in my spirit. And I'm going to say, Lord, have your way. Lord, have your way. Lord, have your way. Sarmehero. And that's all I need to do. God says all you have to do is acknowledge him, and he will anoint you. Just acknowledge God, and he will anoint you. Just acknowledge God, and he will anoint you. There is a mirror image inside of me now. There was a demon behind me, but God has jumped inside of my body, and that demon has disappeared. It was a big demon. I was actually afraid, but now that God is here, someone just whistled. Now that God is here, there are people appearing on this side. I don't want to show them to you because I don't know what they are, who they are. But I'm just going to walk past because there's a spirit here that I need to get rid of. How do I know that is God? I can hear you asking. How do I know that it is you, God? I'm asking him. That's a good question. How do I know that this is God and not another spirit? Oh my God. Okay. Let me not step back too far, but there is a spirit ahead of me. And as you can see, the response is different. When God appears, there will be a bit of fear, but you will get the sense that that is God. This spirit, and I really want to move back. But I need to go straight ahead. But this spirit, it's just how it feels. You can get the sense, you can feel it that something is not right. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Okay, let me carry on. Let me be strong. But you can just feel it. You will know when it is God, and you will know when it is another spirit. Or at least you should know. It's discernment. It is discernment. The road splits. There's one that goes left, the one that goes right. And God is asking me to choose one. He's there on the right, God. I'm not sure what is on the left. On the left is me choosing, choosing family. There's actually men now that I'm here. There's men in the distance there. Before I make my own choices. There is 4 men, this thing recording. There's 4 men in the distance and they are praying and worshipping, and it's another God that they are. Samrade Varia, and that's what I was sensing. That's what I was throwing up. So whatever they're praying to over there is not God. Just as whatever that person sacrificed to back behind us is also not God. So the question is, why can't these people, forgetting myself, why can't these people discern that these spirits are not from God? What is inside of them that is blocking them from seeing that that is not God? I can see why God is angry. Okay? So there's another part here that wasn't on the original manuscript. I'm going to try to get to that part. I know these guys, if I walk near, they're going to be very angry. So this is dangerous both in the natural and in the spiritual. They are 4 men. Those are not spirits, those are men. And today is Tuesday. It's Tuesday today, I believe. So I'm curious as to why they would be up here on a day like this. So this is all God inspired, because they should not be up here, not during the week. But I'm moving towards them, and again I shouldn't be, because they are praying, which means they are chanting and channeling spirits, and there's 4 of them and only 1 of me. Yeah, I go crazy a little bit. There's 4 of them and 1 on me, and I am moving towards them. There is a cross where they're praying. So for all intents and purposes, they are praying to Christ in their minds, but Christ is nowhere near there. Something that just stood up when I'm sensing Tuli in my spirit. Which Tuli, I don't know. I know multiple Tulis, so just because you are Tuli doesn't mean this is a word for you. But there is suicide here on this tree. I don't know if I should remove the tree itself or just the rope. The tree or the rope, the tree or the rope. And I get the sense to leave it there. So I won't disturb. No. I will disturb. I do interfere sometimes in people's lives, and they probably don't want me to interfere, but there is suicide that I'm sensing, and Saraya. I just saw lightning in the distance. I don't know where God is. Oh my God. I should not have done that. This rope that I just pulled away from that girl is a problem. So someone wants her to die. Somebody wants her to die. So I should not have interfered, but I have. Sagarade Yabronde. It's asking me why have I done that. She's mine to have. And I'm telling the spirit, in my spirit, that that is not happening. So as much as I kill prophets, false prophets, demons, I also save people. So don't judge me just for me judging. even though you're judging me for judging. Don't judge me just for judging. Judge me also for those who I am helping, those that I'm saving, those that I'm protecting. Because in me removing the spirits, I remove one, I save 1,000. And to me, that is a good sacrifice. I'm gonna stand on the edge here. This is fearful for me, not because I fear heights, but because since I've been in the spirit, I'm usually flying. And therefore, when I come on edges like this, I remember that I tend to want to try to fly, and that is not. All right, so here, there's men where I'm pointing now with the rope there, in that direction. That is, I don't know if it's to the same man that I saw earlier. It might be them. So there's 2 men here, and there's 4 behind me. And they appear in my spirit, I discern them, even though they don't know that each other is here. That's a strange sentence. They're not aware of each other's presence. They are actually praying to the same spirit. They are praying to the same spirit. So I am surrounded, even though it does not appear like it. So I'm literally walking at the edge right now. And I don't like it. But, and I almost fell. I slipped a bit. I'm walking at the edge. I feel like I've released this video before. I don't know when or how. So I'm getting the deja vu feeling that I've been here before. So here's a spot that God has set up for me. There's a beautiful tree here, and I think that's why the deja vu, because God is here. I got my little chair, and I have my little canopy behind. Both of the spirits are God, so I'm gonna sit. Sarmenera. And then what? This place here in the green is sticking out. That's where, when I was walking up here, there's a yellow car that is passing by it now. Okay, there's a girl. What was that girl's name? It's a Kimora. There's a girl, Kimora, Kimora. For some reason you're appearing in my spirit. And I think that has to do with this sacrifice as well. Sacrifice, suicide, sacrifice. Death is death. Sacrifice. So that's where we walked past those men that were on top. I think there was 2 or 3 of them. I can't remember. But now, as you can see, that spirit and the one behind me is quite similar. People on top. Anyway, so we're here. God needs to prove himself that he is God. Perhaps to you. Maybe you need to know. Do you know that God exists? Do you know that there are scales on my eyes that I need to remove or to reveal to myself? There are scales that are, I don't know if I'm preventing myself from seeing, or there are people blocking me from seeing certain spirits. But, and I'm getting that feeling again of jumping. And I believe this jumping spirit, this suicide spirit, it's in me, but I believe, it's now I know it's someone that I'm carrying. There are a lot of people inside of me. This is actually very strange. If you can look, you probably won't see it very well. But Sandton City is that side. We spoke about that it's not as it appears. But there is Johannesburg City. So if you ever heard of Johannesburg, you should know these places by now. But if you don't, it's fine. So that's Sandton City. And in the distance is Johannesburg. Now, Johannesburg used to be the hub. Johannesburg, or Egoli, is a place of gold. So at some point or another, and the reason why this place has developed to the way it has, because there was gold. There was gold discovered here. And that is why we are here now. But we have moved away from a gold economy to, I actually don't know what the economy nowadays is based on, but it used to be based on gold. Now it is just based on perception of wealth. So if someone says they're a billionaire and we assume or are told or it has been confirmed by Forbes that they're billionaires, then they're billionaires. What they base it on, I don't know. I don't know what the weight of their wealth is on. But it used to be gold, and that's where this city that we're sitting on now was built on gold. Now there's just death here. There is nothing now that I'm looking at it. There is no perspectives here, there is no wealth here, there is no growth here. Even Sandton City, as I was saying, by all appearance, it looks like it is a bright place, but if you can see it now, it is very dark. There's no light there, which is what it really is. There's no light. There is light that side, and there is light that side. I'm curious as to why. The place where there's light on this side is Northcliffe Hill, where I was supposed to go to, but as you can see, that is very far. I'm not gonna walk all the way there. I'm already tired just being here, so that is not happening. But where that light is where I was supposed to go today. So it looks like there is a presence there, regardless. So I can see it from here, which means it is well. There are things moving beneath me now. People moving towards me. There is light in this direction, though. The rays of light seem to be flowing there for whatever reason. For whatever reason, there's a red Coke truck there. But I think I have done all the battles that I need to fight today, and I'm just going to sit and reflect, take in the moment, and remove the scales on my eyes. I don't know what scales, but there are scales on my eyes. Either there's something I don't want to see, or I am being blocked from seeing. So I need to find out. No, I believe I see everything. I believe I see everything. Let me listen. Because there's something I'm avoiding or someone I'm avoiding. Okay, I know this girl is supposed to be released. I know that girl, I probably need to reconnect with her. And I know that guy, that guy really is in trouble. Which means I need to release him as well. Okay. And that trip is not... Okay, looks like God is just ministering to me now. I think that's why I saw God today. He wants to minister to me. So let me listen to him as he ministers for a change. Let me allow him to minister to me. Wow, this is high. This is... scary and interesting and weird all at the same time. Sarne hanre verhimbra harkit kar hrender hin mohrimra harkit rakarkie. Sar hierarki arki arki morkaraki arki kubra haikaraki yakarkorki yakrundar hairikonarki. A bird just flew. Now, shirkabra arka hirkor yakri yarki and rakaraki de courier. Georgargar yarka ora hirkiar korearki de yakiti. Periarki marki tombreye. Now that I remember my dream, I was by Cresta Mall. Cresta Mall. That is the place where I was in my dream. I'm just being reminded of it. And I believe it would be, if that's Northcliffe Hill, then Cresta Mall should be just around about there somewhere. I can't see it from here though. But there was a spirit there that I was speaking to. And I believe that is the spirit that's making its way towards me now. It's going to go past where those men were standing earlier. So I will know it when it's close by. And then I didn't kill it in my spirit, in my dream. I did not, but it took somebody with it when it came past in my dream. It took someone with it, which means, is it someone that was channeling it? Okay, now I can sense who it is now, which means there's someone that I've been holding on to, hoping that she will be saved, but God keeps telling me she doesn't want to be saved. She doesn't want to be saved, so I need to let her go as well. And she's probably connected to that spirit, so I also need to let her go. There are people who I don't want to let go, but I need to let them go. And then there are these people, like the ones I was speaking about earlier, that should be gotten rid of. So my judgment goes both ways, both people that I want to get rid of, as well as those that I feel and hope that they will somehow find a way. But I think those are the scales. I'm being blinded by my own sight. My own hope is blinding me. So I need to let go of some people to make room for others. And that's why I was tearing away those branches earlier. As I was saying with God, He removes the corrupted so that He can make room for the willing. It's a tough word, but it is a necessary word. So, Saraya, it is well. It is well, it is well. So the Spirit is coming towards me now. I need to banish it. Pare, chikbar, raimeng klair, rair gibrar di beher di behembar behero, per menar menandra maramandra bile belengle saria, sar shanklair ver eskid de hari, sherin de har sintar meherskomnai, sar shenkleivre erkis na hair bahari, baer kibriskindra her kibrifiar hisnai, sharbrina hagra chevrea kerobrosea, Jabere vendro berebe jiki broso brodo bradija prakebro broso brabre breshore biore beredis. Parne I bind you. Sabre de kebradi in the name of the Lord. Shembradire de sepradie be released. Parne verintare do not return. Shabere nendra diarada harkesendro. Shall be a hero. Fine be a hero. It is well. This is the one I dreamt about in my dream. I dreamt about in my dream. There's Ambarademba, there is something scary this side. And that's the spirit that's telling me to jump. That's why I don't like to be on the edge like this. Because now that spirit is telling me to jump. So I'm just mangabo. Pabar, pabara, pabaro, pabara, pabaro, pabara, pabaro, pabara, pabaro. Okay, it's gone back. My nose is itchy now. I want to scratch it. It's gone back, but it's going to come back. Redabra, but that is the one that I was afraid of coming here. Whether I'm sitting, I feel like I'm about to jump. So I'm really on edge now. Really on edge now. There's pink. Again, distractions. There's a pink complex there. Just over here. There's ones with red roofs there, but just before it, there are pink complexes. Pink complexes. So that's just to calm me down a bit. But how are you doing? While I wait for that spirit to come back, how are you? How are things with your ministries? How are things with your children? It's unfortunate that you just watch me, but I really don't know many of you. I don't know who you are. I see the views, I see some of the comments, but I don't know who you are. I don't know what your life is like. I don't know what God is doing in your lives. Shabra hakabra shero rikabraner kefly shirai sharde brehero sharbre hereor Shabre hereo, brahar nar frias, mo sharie. I don't know. Pamara. Shkabraharias kubra aine, shknai, shark mahai, shknai, shark mahai. These people are coming in waves now. Sharknehai, sharai, 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 sharai. Zaprone, flar, rai, kremra, rai, shar. I don't like using those tongues, but Saint Tribe Rene. There's a tribe, and I'm saying the UK for some reason, but there's a tribe in South America that still is involved in cannibalism, cannibals in South America. I don't know why those guys down there settled. They're still there. You probably won't see them, but behind those bushes there, I think there's 3 of them now. I don't know why they settled down there when there's all of this up here. I'm curious now. There's anger that is coming over me. I don't know if it's because there's that spirit that I'm dealing with on that side, or if there's someone that's watching me that is just angry. There's so much anger in you. Why are you so angry? Why are you so angry? Why are you so angry? Where is this place? There's a cul-de-sac there. I'm just curious as to how or where that place is. Where is this place? How do I get there? I'm just trying to see which road leads to that cul-de-sac. I'll be interested to get there. Oh, okay, I feel like I'm about to jump again. Okay, the spirits are surrounding me now. This is getting dangerous. I feel like I need to hold on to something. I feel like I need to hold on to something. I don't feel safe now. Oh. But there's spirits jumping inside of me now. And I don't know what they're gonna try and get me to do. This is why I don't like sitting on edges. Woo! This is getting scary. And I can't move. And I feel again like I'm about to jump. I don't know why they... But that's how I know that these spirits are not with God, because they are instructing me to do things, or I feel like I'm about to do something that is not... Oh boy. Oh, okay, now it's... Okay, I'm gonna... Oh man, this is scary. Hold on. Oh, pink car. Okay, let me distract myself. Let me shut down actually. I can't shut down. On another pink car. I'm just gonna be still for a moment. Because this spirits, not only are they trying to get me to jump down, they're trying to push me. They are trying to push me. Now that this street is, I'm watching the street again, I'm getting the deja vu feeling. Deja vu, mind you, every time you feel it, there's a spirit near you. Either there's a spirit around you, or inside of you, or close by. But deja vu is just a spirit. And this deja vu right now is death. There's a yellow truck that is carrying a... Zarebro. I don't even know where I am right now. I'm not on this earth. I am not on this earth, and now there's those guys that are worshiping down there is looking in my direction. Interesting. That means I'm so close. That means their spirits can feel me now. Their spirits can feel me now. And I can feel them. Oh, and my back is getting itchy. I can feel them and they can feel me. Over Sentin, the sky seems to have opened up. It's still dark, but there is a light that is above it in the sky, but not shining on it. That is a spirit, and I need to figure out, okay, God says I can move from here because Marinendre Sopar Devandre. It is not safe for me to be at this edge now that those guys have seen me and can sense me. Not even can see me in the natural, but the spirits inside of them can see me also. I want to see if these guys are still here. If not, I'm going to head towards that cross. Hopefully they have departed. And I can feel the rain. So the rain is starting to fall a little. Back on the path. But I need to... Yeah. I hate mountains because of this. Because what people do here. But again, it's fine. There's a purpose to everything, so it is well. I'm moving towards where those men were. I'm just trying to see. There's a stick here. I'm gonna pick this up. I'm gonna keep that on away. The smell is still here. Marimengre Faria. And I'm feeling very uneasy in my spirit. So again, I don't understand why people don't get this sense. But I suppose I was here at some point or another. I wasn't able to discern that what I was doing is not from God at some point or another. Or I discerned it, but I ignored the signs. I don't know, something. Why people do what they do, only God knows. That's a raindrop, so it is beginning to rain, which means eventually I need to start making my way down. Sarene Fendro Brecentro. I feel like I need to quicken my tongues to catch up to God, but at the same time I realize what that means manifestation-wise if I do that. It's gonna cause trouble. Okay, I can record once again, which means I've moved into another spirit here. So this is where there's a cross there, as I say, this is where the men had gathered. I hope they've left. Otherwise, I'm gonna cause unnecessary conflicts. I don't do unnecessary conflicts. There's something here in this thing. Marame, I just tripped when I did that, so I have just activated something here just by doing that. Let me just check the coast before I do my own magic. This place stinks. It really smells bad. Feremendrai. They have gone, but I don't know which direction they took to leave. But this is a cross. It really smells up here. I took away the magic here at some point or another. But I can see that they have replaced the cross, the previous cross, with another one. And they have replaced, can you see it? they've replaced the spirit here with something else. I'm just going to put this stick above here. Sarendo. Hopefully that sticks a little while. Rembro Devora. There's a date here. I don't know what that place. But anyway, so this is where people come to worship. But again, God is not here. There is no God here. There is something buried here. I don't know if somebody put something there or not. And yeah, I'm not going to stay here for too long. Not much to do. There's bones here, which really is a manifestation of this place. They're not human bones, so don't be afraid. But it is a manifestation of what this place is, just death there. It's beautiful here, there's a mountain here, and you'd expect a god or gods or gods to meet you up here, but there's nothing here. If anything, that ray of light coming down, that to me is more God than anything around here. And that is something I could connect to. Can you see that? That is actually quite beautiful. That is tremendous, as a matter of fact. Can you see that? Probably not. Maybe my camera work is the way it is, but that is God. That to me is God manifested, that ray of light. Oh my God. I feel like I'm actually gonna start to bow down. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is without a doubt God manifested. Which shouldn't be a surprise because we did see God earlier. This thing's still recording. We did see God earlier, so for that to manifest here, and for me to say that it's God, it is because He already was here. So that's just Him confirming that that is Him, and He's about to start to fade. But that is God in the flesh. Why would I say in the flesh? Because God is light. If you can see light, you can see God. So I'm not sure why they say God is invisible, why He calls Himself invisible, when He says that He is light. And therefore, if there is light, surely that is God. Surely. That should make sense. But maybe it's because the rest of this light here around us, because this all of this is light. But because we're so used to it, you can't say He is invisible, because we can't see this light. But we are looking at light, but at the same time we're looking through light. So that is why God is invisible, because He's light and everything around us is light. Therefore it's hard to see Him because He is the visible spectrum. But all of this, yes, I'm showing Him the light there in the background, which is Him. You can see the Sarembra. But all of this that we are moving past here, all of this is God. We are moving inside of God. This is all of Him. He is. He just is. But anyway, so that manifestation, and again, as I said, is closing. So God doesn't stick around for too long, because I might just end up coming here and worshiping and stuff. But that is God. And He's left. But that was beautiful. That was Him just confirming that He is here. Nothing new to me. Hopefully something new for you. Something beautiful to reminisce on. But I'm used to Him by now, so that's nothing new to me. Just need to figure out how I'm going to get down from here. Looks like I'm going to use a different path. I've never been on this side before. So, Saria, let us see where it takes us. Yes, God is beautiful, and I acknowledge His presence. He is beautiful, but us being on earth is not about acknowledging the beauty of God. It is about the works. It is about you doing what God has called you to do. That is the beauty of God, when you answer your call. God is God. He is special to Himself. He acknowledges what He has done, but what awakens Him, or what pleases Him, is people who move with Him. not those that just worship Him. Nothing wrong with worshiping God. It is the most powerful thing you can do. But your greatest worship to God is doing His will, doing what you're meant to be doing here, not just worshiping. Not going on Sunday and playing worship music, and not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but that is not what you're made for. Your worship to God, just as Jesus' worship to God was doing God's will, doing what God called him to do. That is his worship. I apologize, my nose is running, and there's people there at that school, and I really want to burn the school down because but for another time. There's just so much. It's called Trinity House, which is supposed to be again like that cross up here. I'm spitting a lot here. I don't know what's down here. But it's supposed to be a Christian school, a Christian college of sort. But again, there are so many things that people put Christianity on that God is just not there. God is just not there. So again, that's the worship that we know of, where people are worshiping out in public, but God is not there, and that is not worship. If you really want to worship God, do His will. I don't know what's down here, but I'm losing my mind just moving towards it. I'm going to show it. I'm not supposed to be showing you this stuff now. But if you have come this far in this video, then you are matured enough to handle this. The devil is here. Literally, the devil is working. Just as God was manifesting in the sky, you should imagine that if you can acknowledge God's manifestation, then the devil is also very close. So the devil is here. He's walking right next to me. If you see in the spirit, if you open your eyes, you'll see him there. The devil is here. Him as in the devil, not devils or other spirits. The one that approached Job, if you read the book of Job, okay, he's stopped and he's just sitting. I don't want to engage with him, but he is here. And he is here. Again, nothing you should be afraid of. If you come this far in this video, then you should be comfortable with those things. So the devil is here, but there's a mermaid spirit here. I can see there's a man, and I don't believe in mermaids. They don't exist to me. But there's a spirit here which is half man, half, my stomach is starting to turn, half man, half fish, or it's got a tail. I don't know where it got that from. I'm trying to figure it out, but it's a massive spirit. It's a massive spirit, and I feel like I'm in danger here. So I'm going to Samar Fenartinar Erarmender Tejebrener. I don't even know which direction to go. You can hear the lightning is beginning, so it's gonna storm. Usually when I see God like this, a storm does come after He manifests, so that is expected. I feel like there's a hurricane. I hear there's a hurricane. So this tree here, yeah, seems to be the biggest one, or the one most representative. So there's a mermaid here. You can call it a mermaid or mermaid type spirit. And I'm gonna take this. As you can see, this is crazy. Everything around it is dead. You can see it except this one branch here. So every other ones are dead or dying. So I'm gonna pull this one because it's Marem rhodesia. It's a beautiful plant. Maresca, but let me just hold on to this. There's people having sex here. I don't know if people come here to have sex or there's just a spirit here, but there are people or spirits having sex there. Don't ask me how. The funny thing about these spirits, and if these spirits are inside of you, is that they make you prophesy. So this mermaid spirit now, and it's angry that I'm revealing it, but can also make you see things in the spirit. More broken branches there. So again, just because someone is prophesying does not mean that they're using God's spirit. There are powerful spirits out here that will make you see in the spirit. And maybe that's what these people are so confused by, because that's the thunder. But I did say that I hear thunders and lightnings before I even came up this mountain. So for the sky to be thundering as it is now should not be a surprise to you. Should not be a surprise to you at all. Because I was hearing that in the spirit, so now it's just manifesting in the natural. So again, those things are not a surprise to me. I am used to seeing in the spirit before it appears in the natural. That is by definition a prophet, which is what I am, a prophet or a god. Something that people don't like me say, but I am a god. I am a god. There's an alarm blaring in the distance on this side. I am a god. I am a god. That is what I am. Just a god. That is why I can deal with these spirits, because these spirits are godlike. I wouldn't survive this trip if I was just a man. I would not get anywhere near this place if I was just a man. Let me just put it like that. There's an alarm and I'm being scratched, which means there's people here. I'm not supposed to, again, these are things I'm not supposed to show you ordinarily. I wouldn't even bring you near a place like this, but something or someone got sacrificed here. So there is blood there. I can smell it. There's a tower here. The rain is falling, so I hope this one is protected. As you can see, and again, I wouldn't even be showing you the school. Okay, that's what, I don't know if you saw that, but there was an animal that just ran past here. I wouldn't be showing you the school at all. But I trust you now that you have matured in your understanding. The rain has chased the kids away. There were kids there, which is fine, because now it's open for me to deal with this place, because I was afraid of the kids. Mark Mandra Bra Ark, I'm just marking it. Parme Hemlak Mahari. Parme Nandra Palmaska Mahari. Parme Heva Barhaska Mahari. Pari, yo. My God. There's just too much there. There are demons in that place. Many, many, many demons. Parimendra Ferai se bro. And there's still an alarm, so let me run away. Those spirits, I'm not on that level yet. But I think I need to get there. I think maybe that's the reason for this trip. I think I need to get there. So let me find what is... I'm going very deep now. Only very demonic spirits come this far. As you saw, there are people who gather and praise on the other side. But to get to where I am right now, this deep in, you really need to be deep in whatever demons that you are worshipping, which means you work with demons now. You are a willing participant in whatever it is that they do, whether it is the sacrifices or the murders or whatever other rituals they... Broken glass again. So I'm sure you know what this means for me. The last time I picked this up, there is a man, Samero Nojen, over here. And there's a street of some kind here. It's interesting. Very beautiful place, I must say. Samora. Samora. Very beautiful houses. Samondre Keroya. Saint Roy Merain. Rerein. Gemeren Roner, Genre Brody, Skerayo. Very beautiful. Very beautiful here. The man is now just looking at me. He's very curious as to what is he doing here. What does he want? Okay, there seems to be a gate here, but as you can see, it is locked. Not that I'm surprised by it. Huh. Zaredo Breni. It's a very interesting place here. I'm surprised I'm catching all of this. All of this is a spirit, mind you. And all of these spirits are, just as these spirits that come here, anyone that comes here is very dark. Likewise, the spirits that reside in these places, very beautiful, but very dark. Very, very, very dark spirits. How can I tell that? I can just discern it. There's no way around it. There's something here or someone. I feel like there's someone lying here actually. Let me wake him up. Let me wake him up. And there's another one on that side as well. So there are spirits here. I don't know what this guy is doing here. But anyway, this house, my goodness. My. And that guy in the background is just watching me now. I'm sure he's curious as to what it is that I'm after. But this house, oops, Sarendo. Woo. Sarendo. Sarendo. Now everything is manifesting. So sound seems to be this path. So I'm jumping. I'm a bit nervous. I've never been this far before, both in the natural and in the spiritual. So to understand that we are in uncharted territories. And look, there's a bench here. Ooh, I just tripped. And there is an alarm blaring here, so it looks like that is somebody's house for whatever reason, but there is no gates there. Sarembro. It might be what those sensors are. It might be an invisible gate, which means I have just triggered an alarm. I have just triggered an alarm just being here. So I shouldn't be here, or I'm not allowed to be here. And there is a house, somebody's house. And this is also somebody's house. Sarembro Day. But we're going down. This is very surreal to me. I know the video seems to be flowing and I seem to be in control, but things have really changed up now. And and I have just fallen, which means whoa, wow, okay, it's getting intense. I'm either chasing something or something is chasing me. I can't tell. But, and there is now Korabra Hagromanda. We've entered into a different spirit. There is a spirit talking to me now. There is this arc here that I always see in a distance. Let me go down a bit because I am causing havoc here, and I might not be able to protect myself. This tree called me down, the reason why I'm going down. And I'm seeing this cable here, Mambero. You know me, when I hold on to these things, just know that there is something. This is representation of what is around me now. I'm really deep in it. Really deep in it. Whoa. God Almighty. What have I gotten myself into? Alright, so let me now Shebar. Mr. Cameroon, I can hear your tongue. Are you still watching these videos? I hope you're learning something and not doing something else, Mr. Cameroon. I hope you're just observing and not doing something else. Sabre menora fareya. Excembra dizara, sebro meskerona ha presendro. Alright, there's something here I need to get rid of as well. Amesh Kenare. Fese Rasimron. And I don't think I should go any further than that. There are houses here, as you can see, that are built on these mountains. So you can imagine, if there are spirits on these mountains, what is happening in these houses. And again, that alarm has begun. So there is a ledge to that side that I'm gonna end this video on. Paremara Senera, let me just check. Woo. Okay, it's almost 3 o'clock. There's still a bit of battery life. I just tripped again. So I really need to, and the rain is beginning to now flow. So I need to close off this video. Hello? My phone just vibrated. So I think that is a sign that I do need to close off this video. But there are spirits here, massive spirits, major ones. But the one that I'm dealing with most is this one. And there is a man, and the reason why I was taught to turn down, and again I wouldn't show you this ordinarily, but we have come too far. There's a man here at this corner, which means this house here is a cover. Whoever lives there is a cover, and we're either speaking drug lord, drug trafficker, or somebody very massive or heavily connected in the spirit. But whatever is in this house, and may the Lord reveal it, is not even natural. So the person, the spirit that is even behind the person is, something else. So I pray that the Lord reveals it, or I will reveal it. Either way, I am God by design, is what I'm hearing in the spirit. So whether I see it or God sees it, it's the same thing. So let's say I've seen it, I see you, and I recognize you, and I'm going to deal with you as God. Serene Brenevo. Extrambra here. I'm going to put the glass in here. Mark Mars. There's a tree here. I'm going to mark this tree because it's standing out. And then I'm going to close off this session. I'm going to tie this tree actually with my rope. Armeno Bremia. And the spirit says it sees me also and it acknowledges me, which is great. Which means it shall be a fair battle. Shall be a fair battle. My legs are giving in now. They are shaking. My legs. And I've just tripped, which means what I'm doing now is very, whoa! Very. That's all I'm saying. It's very. Oh, man. These are the kind of videos that I'm not supposed to survive. I'm not supposed to live to tell about it. As you can see, I am falling over myself. So every one of these trips that I've done, me falling, all of them are death on one level or another. So I have died over 100 times just being here. I'm tying this tree. Oh my God. I'm really in trouble. This is harder than I anticipated. Oh, there we go. This is a lot harder than anticipated. This is actually crazy. Am I still recording? All right, I'm gonna tie this to this tree. Semera, there's a rope. Oh, all right, and I just avoided, just barely, my last death. I was sleeping, but I caught myself. Saraya. Okay, I'm gonna head back now. I'm switching hands for the first time today. I've been using my right hand to hold this phone all this time. Now that I'm holding it on with my left, something has definitely changed. Saraya, so something is different in the spirit. Something is definitely different in the spirit. And just by doing that, what I just did there, this place, and again, I wouldn't be showing you this unless you're far in the spirit with me now as we are, is calmer. Everything has just gone calm just by me tying that spirit up or acknowledging that spirit or blocking that spirit. So what you do affects things around you. Realize that what you're doing, if you're doing it with God, He will show up, He will manifest, He will confirm. But more than that, be God. Be God with God, because you will do more when you acknowledge the God inside of you, because you can only do these things and feel this safe in the valley of death with God. So be God, be blessed.